While visiting Iron Valley in Victoria, Rachel and her friends spot a strange joint on their Airbnb's kitchen countertop.
The fact is that now that we know this is below, it's probably a cellar.
After a close inspection, they find a hidden latch. With a simple push, the entire countertop slides, revealing a secret door and a staircase leading into complete darkness.
There's a damn staircase down there.
As they explore further, they find an austere, empty underground room. The video racked up more than 171 million views, with comments speculating about its purpose. An air raid shelter, a panic room, or even something more sinister like a hideout for kidnappings. Although Rachel and her friends ended up having a good vacation, the true purpose of the hidden room remains a complete mystery. What do you think this was used for? Let me know in the comments.
It's so scary that this is down here.
The influencer Emma Scott works at a hospital in Los Angeles that, according to the employees, is famous for all kinds of paranormal phenomena. So much so that talking about it has become something routine for the staff. One day while she was working, she noticed that one of the drawers in the room opened by itself. After closing it, she decided to start recording and captured the following.
This is interesting. There's no one here. As you can see, there's no one here. And I'm leaving here. Goodbye.
Emma also says that some time ago she witnessed several objects flying off the shelves and machines that were turned off and unplugged, starting to make noise on their own. Obviously, it's a very creepy story, and I tend to think that we might be dealing with real paranormal activity. I've heard many similar stories from viewers who work in hospitals and also face these kinds of events quite often. If you work in a hospital or in a similar institution and want to share your experience, leave it in the comments. A group of friends decided to hang out near an old school one night. Everything was normal. Jokes, laughter, someone recording with their phone. But suddenly, everything changes when one of them notices a strange figure in the distance.
Let's get out of here right now. I'm serious, this is driving me crazy.
He looks like a kid standing in the dark, just staring at them. The video cuts out suddenly but comes back a second later, this time from a different angle.
What the hell? Every time I get closer, it feels more like a little figurine. I didn't see that when we passed by.
At one point, the small, dark figure simply disappears, terrifying the person recording. Was it a real ghostly child or just a very well-made prank? As always, the comments are divided. Some insist it's fake because of the obvious cuts in the video, while others swear they've seen figures like this before, especially near old abandoned schools. Security camera footage from Indonesia in mid-February 2025 captures a chilling moment in the family's grandfather's room. Out of nowhere, the child's leg jerks violently, as if an invisible hand is pulling it. The movement is so sudden that it wakes him up instantly, completely in shock. Some comments suggest that this is classic poltergeist activity, while others believe it could be a staged prank. However, the sheer shock on the boy's face leaves many unconvinced that it was staged. This video was recorded by a reportedly concerned father from the United States. While his son was playing, he noticed that one of his toys was moving strangely and started recording immediately. Let's watch the clip.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but that thing keeps moving all by itself without anyone touching it. There's really nothing around. It's been like that for about 5 minutes. Then the green ball just moved. Yeah, usually it's my son who plays with those things, but that thing is just doing its thing over there, kind of creepy.
I did a lot of research and asked other YouTube colleagues if they could identify the toy, but we didn't come to any clear conclusion. One of them suggested it could be a regular rattle, which gains momentum for the little balls inside after being pushed. However, to me, the movement seems too uniform and constant, which makes me think it might have a small motor inside. What do you think? Maybe you have kids and recognize this toy and can confirm it? Or are we actually seeing a playful ghost? Instagram user Endesian shares some very peculiar videos of a Qigong practitioner working with her patients. Smoke or vapor appears to be coming from this boy's scalp. In another video, the same thing happens with an older man who is bald. The description refers to this practice as dehumidification through Qigong, a concept from traditional Chinese medicine, where it is believed that moisture accumulates in the body, causing fatigue, swelling, or mental confusion. Practitioners believe that certain movements and diets can release this moisture. Skeptics, however, believe that the smoke could be a hidden special effect. So, is this genuine energy work or just another performance disguised as ancient healing? A YouTube user from Pakistan posted a video a year ago titled "Ghost Object Moves on Its Own, Real No Tricks." If you find anything, I'll leave YouTube. That's a bold statement. So we're probably about to see something really shocking. Let's take a look. I'm sure you've already noticed, the sweetener jar is on a flat tray. When the coffee cup hits the tray, vibrations are generated that move the jar very easily, especially because it has very little contact surface. The tray was probably also slightly tilted, which helped the movement even more. So the theory about a diabetic ghost who prefers sweetener for his ghostly coffee, I think we can rule that out. In a small American town, rumors began to circulate that a group of Satanists was meeting in the local woods. Two young men decided to investigate those claims. Armed with a camera and waiting for nightfall, they ventured into the woods to uncover the truth. They recorded their search for several hours, but let's focus on the most intriguing moments.
Yeah, this city might be totally haunted. Something like that. What the hell? Why is there a mask here? It looks like one of those masquerade things.
Yeah, sure.
How silly.
First, they came across a pile of trash, on top of which they found a mask. This was already quite strange. Later, they saw another mask in the distance and decided to get closer. But then...
What the hell? This sounds like a full mask.
Yes, you're right.
Who do you think put this here? There's no rope around. What the hell? Do you see that over there? What the hell was that person over there?
This raises a question. Could the video be staged? If not, and they really stumbled upon a satanic hideout, the situation seems extremely dangerous. It's worth remembering that nighttime explorations in the forest can be not only risky, but also highly inadvisable. The user, Alex Bacon, works as a security guard in a building in Atlanta, where a tragedy occurred years ago in which several people lost their lives. Since he started working there, he has heard strange noises in the building, almost always coming from the bathroom area. According to him, he has tried to record it many times without success, since the phenomena disappear as quickly as they appear. However, this time it seems that he finally managed to do it. It's pretty scary if it really happened just as we see it. One user commented that they thought they saw someone standing in one of the stalls. However, the author of the video himself clarified it, responding that it was him sitting on the toilet while recording. And what you see are the sinks. Maybe that place is really haunted. If that's the case, you'd better be in the bathroom when the activity starts. Who knows what could happen if you're not? This video appeared after a man decided to confront his neighbors, who, according to him, kept invading his property. He even complained to the sheriff, but nothing was done. So, to prove what he was saying, he set up an ambush by hiding in the bushes with the camera recording. But it seems that instead of catching his neighbors, he filmed something completely different. They looked like people, but not quite. Barefoot, wild, as if they had crawled out of the forest and forgotten what civilization was. The clip even got a name, the Wild People of the Appalachians. And if this isn't fake, the man has a very serious decision to make. Either he tries to scare off those wild people or he packs his bags and moves out today. In this video, we will travel to Mexico, where the security cameras of a quiet office capture something truly disturbing during the night. At first, the recording seems ordinary, just an empty, silent, and motionless workspace. Suddenly, a tool falls to the floor with no one nearby. The way it moves, the exact timing, and the eerie silence that follows don't seem natural at all. Was it gravity, or was something invisible manifesting its presence? Take a look and decide for yourself if it was just a coincidence or something ghostly in action. What seemed to be another quiet night at the office turned into something much more disturbing. The sudden crash of that tool echoed through the empty workspace, leaving more questions than answers. Was it just chance, or did the cameras capture proof that something paranormal was happening? One thing is certain, those who work late in that office may never feel completely alone again. YouTuber John the Paranormal Guy uploaded a short video he made right after unpacking his backpack from his latest investigation. That day, he felt several cold spots in the room, something very unusual for him. He immediately grabbed his KII meter to take measurements and confirm his suspicion that something paranormal was happening. This is what he captured.
So it seems like there's nothing, and then I get it here. It doesn't make sense. There's no electricity near here. The power outlet is around 2 meters away.
It's quite surprising since the walls with electrical wiring were almost 2 meters away, and normally a K2 meter wouldn't react so strongly at that distance. If we want the logical explanation, maybe his smartphone wasn't in airplane mode. It's something easy to forget when you're investigating something strange. However, if we combine this with the cold spots he felt in the room, the possibility that it's something supernatural becomes much stronger. Who knows? This chilling video was uploaded to the Portuguese YouTube channel Goat, and since then it has managed to scare many viewers. It all started when the boy woke up in the middle of the night to the sound of a strange and sinister laugh. Let's watch it. But it doesn't end there. Then he hears an inhuman growl. Paralyzed by fear, he slowly walks toward the hallway to check it out, and there he sees this. What happened next is unclear, as the video ends there. The viewers were shocked and started debating about what it could have been. Many think something evil or demonic is tormenting him, but of course, skeptics point out that it could have easily been a well-planned setup, especially since his channel is packed with similar creepy content. The Devil's Hour production team was getting ready for a routine paranormal investigation. They had arranged to meet with the owner of the place to learn more details and be better prepared. Even before they started, they began capturing something they couldn't explain. I've muted the original audio due to the music, but I'll explain what's happening. While they were waiting for the owner and filming the place a bit, in the next room, one of the window shutters slammed shut, while the other remained completely still. Later on in the video, you can see that the windows in that room are closed, and according to the team, all the other windows in the building were closed as well. Matt Benton, the team leader, tried to move the shutters by blowing on them, and this was the result. It's interesting that the other shutter moved easily when blown on, but the one that closed by itself was much harder to move. However, something seemed a bit odd to me, though it's not an accusation. This time, when he blew on the shutter that had moved by itself, he covered his mouth with his hands, unlike before. Of course, it could be that he wanted to direct the air more precisely, who knows. Still, the video is quite interesting. By the way, I'm sure you've also noticed that object hanging and swinging in the window. Although it can't be confirmed, it seems to be outside, which could indicate that it was windy at that moment, and that maybe there was a draft coming through a poorly sealed window. Despite everything, I think a paranormal event is a real possibility here, but I want to know what your opinion is. In October, a man saw something unexplainable and terrifying. He claimed that he had already heard knocks on his door at night before, but he simply ignored them out of fear. However, in the end, curiosity got the better of him and he decided to investigate, and this is what he captured. Pretty creepy, right? It seems that by opening the door, he allowed evil to enter his house. The paranormal activity started to break out. The cabinets in his kitchen would open and close by themselves. Thinking he was safe outside the room, he quickly realized that things were only getting worse. Unable to cope with the increasing events, the man fled the house and spent the night hiding in some nearby bushes. In the morning, he returned hoping that the daylight would dispel the evil. However, that poltergeist showed no signs of leaving. To this day, he hasn't uploaded any new videos, but he believes that by opening the door, he let in a malevolent demon that he can't banish on his own. In this video, the Mindset team travels to New Orleans to investigate a hotel that is said to be one of the most haunted in the city. From the moment they enter, the atmosphere feels heavy, dimly lit hallways, creaking floors, and an unsettling silence that makes every sound stand out. As the night goes on, the team begins to experience strange activity, unexplained noises, shadowy figures, and chilling encounters that make it clear they are not alone. This investigation quickly becomes one of their scariest ever. If you don't believe it, see for yourself.
If you're here with us, could you say something to the spirit box? Can you give us a clear voice? We come in peace. We just want to communicate to you. We're trying to use this device to communicate with you. You can communicate with us through this device. Please give us more information. What's your name? Three times. Adam Olivier, are you here with us? Give us a sign, something.
We brought you an offering tonight. It's something new we've started doing recently. To show you that we're here in peace, we're not here to harm you in any way. Can you move this planchette and let us know that you're with us? Are you upset because people now use this as a hotel when it used to be your home? I'm not sure if that means upset. We're going to sleep. We have a static camera in my room and another one in his. And we have this static camera here, which we'll leave on all night. or a figure outside my room, and it looked like they were looking in, and the shadow of whoever was outside my room, it looked to me like a woman's hat, almost like an old French outfit.
By the end of the night, the team had captured voices, shadows, and unexplainable movements that no one could ignore. The energy inside the hotel seemed to intensify as the hours passed, leaving them with more questions than answers. Whether it was because of the building's history or something darker, tied to the city itself. One thing is certain, this New Orleans hotel is far from ordinary. What do you think? Haunted or just a simple coincidence? In footage from a surveillance camera in an office building, we see a woman in red waiting for an elevator. What happens next will simply leave you stunned. At one point, a strange shadow flickers in a nearby plaque's reflection. Moments later, the woman seems to lose control and collapses to the ground. Strangely, her complexion darkens unnaturally, as if something had possessed her. Was this setup edited to get attention? It can't be said for sure, nor can it be explained what it really was. That's why I'll let you decide. Thank you for watching the video up to this point. Only the brave make it. Leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more horror. Have some good nightmares.